say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway here in Atlanta. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Ready? Franco 80. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. This brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Pat the 60, Pat the 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. It's just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
1. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. They'll motion over Samuel. One is complete, and he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something their teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
31. Here is 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Gets a quick throw over to Samuels. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one off the right, upright. He missed it. No good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive, because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
18 rattle. 70 ranges, 70 ranges.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Third, they need 8. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Panther 11.
Back to the air one more time. He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move the chains. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Here we go. Hurt. 60 Bucs, rig alert.
He'll drop to throw. They're trying to hit him with a screen. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
60.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ready? On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. And even 30 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a run. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll go with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is good, and the Bucs will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Run play, and it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession, using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw again. The throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 41-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Come on. Set. 70, Timber. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw yet again. Short throw taken by Pitts. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurt. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw out of the gun. On the run to the right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
Keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Warriors, Cougar 19. Go street. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's hauled in at the 2. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Set. 70 Lion. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Robinson. And no signals. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Buccaneers 7.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Right side, called in by Samuel. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
To the air now on 1st and 10. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A toss left side. By his running back. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
It's a great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the gun, they'll try to run it. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
48-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's got it! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It is a big play there for the Falcons. An even 40 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself.
And he bounces it to the outside, and he's in. Touchdown, Falcons.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take A 21-7 lead.
Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
They're on 33-yard line.
Press ball 80. 70, get the wolf.
Now, faking the give. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Derek Harmon in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a ball to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. He made sure that return was not going any farther. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He'll look to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Atlanta.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Back to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Here we go.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Let's go now.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Tampa. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's third down and 6.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Viking 18. Buffalo 8. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Like.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check out.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short throw taken by Pitts. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try to run. This is going to be a turnover on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
To the ground, a first down run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
A modest gain. maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Brown. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. 60 Eagles. 60.
They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They'll come up now for second down.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Put down Buccaneers. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bucs go up by 7. 28-21.
Falcons 41.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the 20-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. It'll stop it with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
17-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. 19 tight. 19 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
7-yard line.
60
Brings up third down.
They'll keep it on the ground, and it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Go! Nice!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That finds Samuel working across. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Now they'll set up to throw.
at the 46-yard line.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, final chance to stop it here. Timeout coming with 10 seconds remaining in the game. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Buffalo 18! Let's go now!
They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.